Дякую. At the background, how Donald Trump decided to establish a U.S. power over the Panama Channel. At this background, we will comment the drones attack of Ukraine against Kazan yesterday. This is a story amazing due to the eight drones must be overcoming air defense. Air defense where the four, six, I don't know how exact member области states of Russian Federation since territory of the Сумская область or Полтавская, Сумская, Харьковская область in Ukraine where will be located the start base of this attack. So, but here I must to Jesus, oh my, oh, and here the I must note the Ukraine forces did made the preliminary works. During Soviet period in Mordovia, one republic which located west of the Tatarstan, was built Soviet Defense Office was build the largest radar experts understanding this is a type of the type of the Voronezh, which located in the Azerbaijan, in Maykop, in Kaliningrad, also in Tajikistan. This is a strategical radar for the distance 7,000 kilometers. And Ukraine drones destroyed these radars. And thanks this is story, we have the result of the last day, Saturday day. So I promised that with the background how the Donald Trump background of the Donald Trump idea to establish power return channel Panama Channel into the low space of the United States. So if you remember, 2 or 3 or 4 years ago, months ago, in Kazan was summit BRICS, and leaders of the maybe 30, maybe 40 states from the Asia, Africa arrived into the Kazan and dispute about some stories. This is story was how the Russia during this year was is chief of this is organization. But Lula da Silva, Brazilian president, refused to arrive in the Kazan, and he linked how he have wondered of the feedback. Feedback and by this reason he could not to take a trip for arriving to Kazan. And this is Kazan story, although certainly there was. Also, they refused to arrive Kazakhstan president Ramar Hassan Takayev and walked the show how the things arriving the Xi Jinping into Kazan. This is a big story. Was under the leadership, totally China people. This is very simple. Despite the loud statement, Russian president very important. There is a real rule in Kazan belonging citizen. And so this is a strike of against Kazan. Kazan Ukraine drone, six of them from the general number 8 drones. Six of them reached the goals, and it's very interesting. This is a very effect aims. Skyscraper, etc. And without, it's very without the humanity victims. And so this is a military act of Ukraine forces showed how the Vladimir Putin don't will be happen in isolation, real isolation. By the result of the current summit, Russian media and Putin's surroundings, told about how the Vladimir Putin have not isolation. But right now, Ukraine forces, with the use of the special techniques, showed for all the real isolation. Certainly, this is very dangerous. How, for example, Caucasians leaders and this from the Central Asia, Iran, and another leaders of the other countries will be calculated to arrive into the Kazan and another big towns in the Russia. With the dangerous by the reason of the threat of the drones attack. Drones attacks. So and we must tell that the air defense in Russia, in Rostovskaya Oblast, Belgorodskaya, Kurskaya, Bryanskaya, and also the Orlovskaya Oblast, have strong forces, but air defense in Tatarstan very weak. Very weak. And the air defense in Tatarstan more wars than the air defense in the Nizhegorодskaya Oblast, Saratovskaya Oblast, the Volgogradskaya Oblast. This is oblast states of Russian Federation, which located in the second or the third line out of the front line. Front line. And here, because we spoke about we're speaking about the air defense, Ukraine air defense is not very bad. But Russia have a quantitative benefit in this side of the war. So the last visit of Vladimir Putin in Kazakhstan, Russia attacked Ukraine. This is a very terrible forces, terrible hit. And Vladimir Putin personality to explain how the Russia in Astana, located in Astana, how the Russia used against Ukraine 100 drones and 97 rockets. This is figures were support of Ukraine forces, and 1 week ago on Friday, Russian Defense Forces at Moscow Square had a statement how the Russian forces attacked Ukraine with the 200 rockets and 90 and more, I don't remember exactly, I'm sorry, rockets. And the electricity infrastructure and manager complexes and another establishment of logistics in Ukraine. But according to the Ukraine state of Ukraine air defense, half of them and more was destroyed, downed, and it's very interesting. Attention, please. Change the course flight. And it's very interesting how the Ukraine radio electron flight studied and took the experience for the change direct flight of the Russian drones, mostly of it the Shahed, Iranian products, and its modification. And some of them returned to the Russian territory and fell down here. And it's very interesting how the several of it fell down in territory of Belarus. No. So Belarusian President Lukashenko don't tell about it. According to the statement, Ukraine forces air defense, some of the Shahed and Russian name Gerань, fell down in territory, Belarusian territory. This is a result of the radio electronic fight of Ukraine air defense. And certainly this is very interesting, but Ukraine have a mobilized potential, but here in radio electronic fight can to use the woman. This is very interesting due to the rifle of radio electronic. Not very big weight. So this is a story very interesting in the drones fight Ukraine and Russia. Meanwhile, West Europe, so the Pentagon, supplies to Ukraine during this year just 1,200,000 drones. Here, this is the main story. This is a drones, not the heat drones type used Predator, Hawk, etc. This is mostly of it, more than million. This is battle drones which use in the battlefield immediately. FTV intelligences and rather than Ukraine forces use drones according to the last information of the foreign agents. Use drones for the supplies to the front, the food, fresh water, also the military ammunition cartridges, patterns, and etc. Mm, and here the another part of the story, the use Ukraine the sea drones. This is big boats which which bring carrier 320 kilogram of the blast items and have a speed of the 70 kilometer per hour. And so all of them have internet and video camera and show translation into the via network internet the hits. Mostly of it certainly the British products, and not amazing how the Russian Defense Forces created a special kind of the army, the kind of the drones. Drones of the army and organizing special courses, learning offices for the manager of the drones. But I must tell here that yet Anatoly Chubais, when he was chief of the Rosnano, and interesting the supplies into the Russia nanotechnologies, including the chips, microchips, semiconductors, and etc. Macroelectronics means compromised with the Russian sense and media, then how the West bound to supply to Russia the chips with the determined size. I don't know what are the size in real, but this is. Right now, certainly the science and technologies gone forward and go forward, and certainly the size of chips and semiconductors more or less and less. Yeah, I think that the Russian product industry, one of the plant facility located in the Tatarstan Alabug, eastern Tatarstan Alabuga. Non-modernization Shahed II due to the absence of the new microchips. And certainly the Ukraine not only use the West drones, they independence product. This is a weapon. And the second, let's turn to the to the next part of my talking today. Um, mm, the statement of Donald Trump about the plan to establish a rule United States in the over Panama Channel have international matter, not only economical, due to the transport, logistic, and telecommunication between the west coast and the east coast. Also, the very good of the Gulf and around the Mexican countries around the Mexican Gulf. So the climate change also have created problem for the Panama Channel, and if the United States will be create a special manager company for the manager of the Panama Channel, it will be very nice for the channel due to the climate change. Did made the low water level in the channel. And if you remember, because in the first term, Donald Trump used idea to create the Trans-Arctic road between Alaska and eastern coast, and the climate change help. This is plan. Certainly, the Canada will be took participation in this project very good. So the Donald Trump closed around the North American continent the beaches logistical project. Here and here last week all of the central banks decided decreasing their own interest rate, and so the let's start to discuss the UK, the tactic of the Bank of England. So the background how the US Treasuries 10 years yield and the UK bonds have in practice the equal the equal cost. This is a very interesting due to the inflation in UK not very big, and the UK Bank of England decreasing interest rate despite that the cost of state debt is more than the real inflation and more than the interest rate. So this is a story in comparison the strategic line of the US Fed under the leadership of Jerome Powell shows how the British economical power don't want the British capital due to the very dependence US and British economy. Economists for the will have potential to flow and outflow via Atlantic Ocean. So and Jesus. The decreasing of the interest rate of Bank of England, where the inflation about 2.5%, shows how the British power want to involve attractive money, financial resources from the external markets for the British economy. So the last data of previous data of the last month, U.S. inflation show was about the 2 and 6%, and then despite the inflation increasing and increasing for the data of the 2 or 7%, US Fed decided to decreasing interest rate about the 4 and 25 25% for the federal funds. Certainly, the private maybe have only a financial story, but here this is a very important. US Fed decided innovation due to the created the support economic growth despite the inflation don't reach the target aim. This is stimulation act, and the here the US Fed decided to support economic growth without to see back as inflation as inflation don't achieve the target goal. And certainly, I think the banks, U.S. bank system, saved keep much money due to the U.S. dollars have important for the big largest of reserve currency of the world. So don't have small volatility. The mostly and the stop gold prices. This is process of the how the gold price have biggest interest for the as a invest means the US bank system of the United States have sufficient financial resources, and this is resources need to use certainly the with the calculation of the psychological moment of the bank system in the without some risks in the internal territory of the United States, and certainly the bank system want to create conditions for the send money into the economy. Economy, and certainly the decreasing interest allow to the bank system to suppose a lot of money for the internal market as the create resources. This situation, this is situation, the controversy of the Russian system. So the all participation of the monetary markets in the Russia have the involved in the rhetoric game, rhetoric run, about the hard and heavy and crudely money and credit policy. This is a story how the Vilna could to the avoid of the some adapt features in own surrounding type of the Skarbagatova, Yudaeva, and so decided to stop heavy policy. Meanwhile, in fact, that this is 21 or interest rate on 23% have a difference with 80% as was in Argentina or Turkey some years ago. And really that was biggest psychological hit. And so the Russian stock markets very losses money with big interest, and certainly the external investment Russia. I'm not sure that the Kazakhstan will supply much money for the investment in Russia, especially to how during the visit, last visit, Vladimir Putin in Astana, the Russian economic power fell down Russian ruble. And so the Russian economical power must be in brief time and during the this month will be need strong much and a lot of work to work for the change economical model the next year. They basically here have turned how the Donald Trump decided to help Ukraine in his resistance for the against the Russian aggression. I don't know where is Vladimir Putin find a special military operation in the Kharkivskaya and the Kursk Oblast. His in the last stages very Ukraine and Russia consequently. One of the questions which Vladimir Putin get in the last press conference was the differences payment for the soldiers in Kursk Oblast and in Donetsk Oblast. In Donetsk Oblast, Russian soldiers get money 210,000 ruble, about $2,000 per month. And in Kursk Oblast, another status of the Russian soldiers. In Kursk Oblast, the international recognized territory of the Russian Federation. Russian soldiers get money 25,000 only. 250 US dollars just. And this is not about seek the justice. Here in the Kursk Oblast located 10 or 12,000 North Korean soldiers. And certainly nobody have interest about how lot money Arbatska Square paid to the North Korean soldiers. Which is, and the last topic of today, the decision of the Elon Musk to support AfD. This is absolute innovation. I think this is not the interference U.S. entrepreneur into the inside case in Germany. If you know the spectacles as a Irakli Ivanishvili, Georgian billionaire in the West Caucasus country, in practical support, whole support of the Georgian Dream Party, who have a rule, who rule in the Georgia. So the Elon Musk, this is a demonstrated financial pose, certainly, but here they have another side. If you remember, alternative of Germany for Germany, based of the vote electorate and consists from the east lands states of this is a country. This is 5 lands former of the DDR communist Germany part. Here the base main important electorate of the Alice Wendel under the leader of Alice. And certainly right now nobody have adopted the Kremlin support, including the financial. Alternative Germany also it will be very nice if this is a job. If Elon Musk will be support Alliance Sarah. But this is a joke. But here the real plan, I think, this is my opinion. Elon Musk want to pull AfD with Alice Wendel to the own network. Apart, certainly against the Kremlin influence on this political structure in the Germany. So thank you. See you later. Bye bye.